It's time for that YouTube drip. What's up, everybody? Marc Lobiner, TigerFitness.com, live alongside
Steve Shaw, editorial director at TigerFitness.com. Mark, I'm here with a little bit of ice cream sandwich.
you guys know it's Ice Cream Sandwich Week at TigerFitness.com. We lead out with a product thing, so why not lead out with that? 20% off Ice Cream Sandwich Way. Code is Ice Cream 20. Ice Cream 20 when you check out at Tiger Fitness. That saves you $11 on a 5-pounder. You might be wondering where my voice went. The answer is it's gone. It's absolutely gone. I got a little cold. It went to my throat, and I woke up this morning, went to call my wife, and nothing came out of my voice box.
You know what
It
really
was bullshit.
What really happened was me and Mark were snuggling.
It was a deep throating accident.
We were. It was a long, extended tongue wrestling session, if you will, and I kind of passed some nastiness on him.
He's got a really long tongue. But nonetheless, that's not awkward or weird at all. But
All right, Mark, we're going to talk about a subject other than my tongue.
yeah, let's go for that. So we got the ice cream sandwich deal. That's 20% off. Ice cream 20 is the code. Saves you $11 at Tiger Fitness on a 5-pound only ice cream sandwich. You got to use the coupon code ice cream 20. Let's get into the topic. The topic is lightweight only workouts are a waste of time. Steve actually has been ruffling some feathers of some irrelevant deal sites out there. And it was something we decided to ruffle even more feathers because I'm involved. And this way they have two names to clickbait and not just Steve. Because I get clickbaited on a daily basis, it seems like. In fact, I believe the videos clickbaiting me get more views than my videos by me.
Yeah, I would say that's probably
You know what? Alan Roberts gets more video of views than V-Shreds, shredding V-Shreds.
Right.
That's the funniest thing.
YouTube fitness is getting really, really crazy right
getting
now. 'Cause
weird.
The people talking about people are getting more views than the people that are actually doing the.
If I
getting
clickbait
talked about.
myself, will I get double the views?
You know, let's try that, Mark. I'm going to clickbait
Marc
myself.
Lobiner says this.
No, Steve Shaw is secretly a gay steroid chemist. I put out that video actually, and it got more views than my other videos.
I watched it. I got to admit, when I'm driving to Ohio, I just catch up on my Steve Shaw videos. And it's been, you've been ruffling some feathers, man. So basically the mind-muscle connection. Like all the meathead bodybuilders who take a ton of steroids, they always point to this, dude, you got to have the mind-muscle connection, man. And look, I'm a stickler for form. Anybody who's seen me train lately, ever since I did all my exos, I'm getting older. I don't lift as heavy. I'm boxing. Honestly, like every lap pulled out, if you watch my Instagram stories, I'm engaging the lats and then pulling down. Engaging the lats, doing a scapular retraction, making sure everything is activated, and then pulling it down. I'm not a big fan of the whole feel it and go slow, the super slow training. I built this, mediocre array of muscle by lifting heavy ass motherfucking weights and overloading my muscle. At the end of the day, you could think about growing all you want. Unless you overload your muscles, you're not going to get gains. You need to overload the muscles progressively. And mind muscle does play a role because if you're lifting weight, you want to be able to say, okay, I need to pull the weight. I need to engage this muscle. I need to activate this. I need to tighten this. I need to keep my core tight. But if you're just going through and thinking about it, that's not going to provide that overload on the muscle to grow. And that's where Steve was getting at. And that's why I think these idiots are just going on and reading titles and not actually watching Steve's video because he actually explained that.
Right, I've done two videos on lightweight, saying lightweight alone doesn't build muscle, and I've mentioned in both videos that I have no problem with the mind-muscle connection, with the caveat that if you're going to use lightweight with the mind-muscle connection, you still have to use progressive overload.
Yes.
There's any tool you want. People will ask about tools, Mark. They'll ask about, are supersets okay? Is rest pause okay? Is slow-mo okay? Is whatever okay? It doesn't matter what you're doing. You gotta progress somehow. You have to challenge your body. You have to progressively challenge your body somehow. You can't go into the gym as a noob, use light weights and muscle connection in a fixed amount of volume, and gain any substantial amount of muscle mass. There's no new way. Mark, you've been lifting how long?
It's been 24 years.
I've been lifting for 32 years. We got 56 years of lifting experience between us. I want you to name one lifter you know who got extremely strong or got extremely big without getting extremely strong.
Oh man, I mean, there's very few, but I will say that the drug protocols they're using in Kuwait, they are using extremely light weights relative to their size.
Right.
But I mean, that's chemistry.
How about
Most
Natty?
people, natties, no way.
No
There's
way.
no natty I know who isn't extremely strong. Doug Miller, Kurt Widener, Brian Whitaker, all guys who are just extremely, insanely, superhumanly strong. All
Every-
the great natural bodybuilders are extremely strong. Marshall Johnson, 54 years old, absurdly strong for 156 pounds.
Every natural I've met, and I used to travel around, do some video work with. I videoed Mr. Minnesota, Mr. North Carolina. Man, I've been in this industry for a long time. I've talked to tons of top natties, pros, and you know what? All of them will say to me, "I'm not very strong," but you know what? They're all strong AF.
Yeah, so I mean, I think we're falling for clickbait here, and they're actually doing a pretty good job because what videos that should get 4 views are getting 400 views, and that's awesome, and I wish them the best. But at the end of the day, you need to realize that we're speaking from experience, and in fact, Steve has edited and wrote more articles on these topics than these ass clowns have read. Assuming they're literate. So I mean, you have to just put that in perspective. We've not only have we delved into the data ourselves, we are reading and editing articles that are, presenting different viewpoints. And I'm sure there's been some pro mind muscle connection, pro lightweight articles we've seen all perspectives, and we've come to our conclusions not only via real world in the trenches shit, but we've come to our conclusions because we've read and we've tried it out. And we've done all of that. And that's what you need to look at. You need to look at who's presenting the information and what their experience is. And if if they're staying in their lane. And if your lane is to provide, cheesy things and clickbait, then yeah, they're staying in their lane. But our job is to help people reach their goals. That's what we do every single day at Tiger Fitness. So, we're not going to sit here and engage or even, give them the glory of naming names. But, it's just funny to see these call outs when they didn't even fucking watch the video. They simply read the title and decided to do a hit piece.
Yeah. I'll say one final word, Mark, and and then we can move on. Like, people ask me, like, when it comes to lightweight, you don't have to get super strong. Like,
No.
You don't, like, you could get to a 225 bench, 275 bench for as many reps as possible. If you're doing 315 on squats as a natty for 10 to 20 reps,
Excuse me.
you're gonna get pretty big. You can
Yeah.
get pretty big using that. You don't, and like over time, I'm a real old dude. You're getting to be a real old dude-ish.
Getting up there.
The real super heavyweight, we both deadlifted around 700 pounds.
Yeah.
And, we both benched around 400 pounds. That stuff will beat the crap out of your body over time, no doubt, no doubt.
Yeah.
But you don't have to get to that level. You don't have to. You could do 275 for bench, as many reps as possible. 315 on squats, as many reps as possible. Keep your volume good. You can probably get pretty big.
It's all about periodization too. Like, you're not going to have a linear career. If we all constantly made gains and progressions in weight, Steve and I would be bench pressing like 8,000 pounds right now. But we're not, because there's going to be setbacks, there's going to be plateaus. We've done a video on that. You didn't hit a plateau. You're just impatient.
Right. Just
So
impatient.
it takes time. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. And the best way to make gains, not the best way, but the number one variable in progressing is progressive overload, because what your body does, it adapts to that load and it builds, or it grows muscle hypertrophy, which will recruit more muscle fibers, and there you go, you have bigger muscles. So that's that. So I think that answers that pretty well.
Yeah, I think so. So, hey, you guys got some questions? Send it on to Big Mark Lobliner.
And Steve, we're gonna tag team this. It's like a
we
good
got lots of stuff going on
menage a
here.
trois going on.
Menage a trois. That's some kind of
All right,
French.
we got, hey guys. Oh,
What's
Maggie,
up?
we have a female. That's awesome. I assume. I'm not assuming gender. Your boys in the live. Those shirts are
Fitness
awesome. Got mine the other
253.
day. Cool. All right.
What's
So
up?
a lot of well wishes. Lightweight workouts. Did I miss the topic? No, you were
Nope.
actually right when it started,
Right,
so we
right.
just
Hey
got to it.
guys, hey guys.
Caught a cold from Birmingham, Mark. I think it's a combination of flying, driving, stress. There's just been a lot of shit going on here. Good shit, but it's just a lot, and all the traveling. So, and boxing, man. I've been training, 2 to 3 times a day. So I think my body's just telling me to slow the fuck down. My first machine fuel should be here today. Awesome. In before I lift explosively. Well, I do a lot of things explosively.
What does that end before I lift explosively?
If that's all you can handle, it's better than not working out at all. Maybe an injury prevented the heavyweight. Now at that point, don't give up.
I know, yeah. Don't give up is the key cornerstone to anything in life, really. Don't give up.
But we're not. Look, here's the thing, man.
But don't use
See,
bullshit as
no.
excuses.
What he's doing is he's trying to find fault in what we're saying, and he's really reaching. Okay, you're looking at the less than 1% of people who message us, email us, who have an injury that prevents them from moving. And at the end of the day, very few people have that. And also realize that people who can't squat, generally they can't squat because they need to be able to squat. Like their body hurts because they can't squat. It's not they can't squat because their body hurts. It's the other way around. You need to be able to do primal movements. That's what we're saying. So you're just reaching and trying to find an excuse or try to make a debate with us. When we're not saying that you shouldn't use light weights ever. We're just saying that you're not going to progress to your maximum capacity unless you challenge and overload your muscles.
Right. There's two types of people in the world: the people that have setbacks and find a way, and the people that have setbacks and use them as excuses. We all have setbacks, so get over it.
I would like to just bring up somebody. So Casey Mitchell, that one leg monster, I'm actually boxing him. He's boxing. He's missing a fucking leg. He lost it in combat. He had his leg blown off. He has deadlifted and squatted over 600 pounds. Shut the fuck up. If KC can do it,
You know what? And you got to fight the guy. I mentioned to Mark in the hallway. I'm like, sweet baby Jesus. I wouldn't want to fight. I wouldn't even want to be in there. He'd probably knock my teeth back
I
into
don't
my
either. He
back
called me
into my
out, though.
sphincter. But
yeah, it's not like I invited him to fight. He actually
but you know
challenged
what?
me. But I can't.
it's for a good cause and it's a good thing.
Let's
And you got a bunch of teeth. You'll have some left.
I'll be fine. We have a mouthpiece. Why not use sunflower lecithin instead of soy lecithin? It's such a small amount sprayed on there that you're not going to have problems. And since when is soy poison? Unless you're allergic to soy, it's not a problem. Soy is not going to give you man boobs from a minuscule microgram amount sprayed onto whey to make it instantized.
I mean, the whole concept is like the average person using whey is eating so much crap. I mean, let me rephrase that. The average person using whey has
Yes.
a long way to go. We all do. Let's be real. We are eating junk food or drinking a little bit too much beer. You got more to worry about just a trivial amount of soy.
Can you please talk about HGH and how it works with fitness? Not really. I mean, it's a good look for anti-aging. If your doctor prescribes it, great. For wasting diseases such as AIDS and cancer, great. For the average person to use it, I don't believe there's enough research out there without medical supervision.
You know what?
And also, good luck finding a legitimate source.
It's expensive as heck, and you know what? It could be the fountain of youth. I mean, fitness. What does it have to do with fitness? I mean, HGH could be the fountain of youth. I mean, there's a lot of good
That's
information. We all know the impact it has on aging, right? Our little ghetto stand isn't working too well here.
No, it's working fine.
All right, so, but it's expensive as heck. HGH can accelerate the regeneration, but it can also accelerate
Tumor growth?
tumor growth. So, I ain't playing with that shit. I mean, hell no.
I'm too Jewish to fucking invest the money in it.
It's way too expensive. I got beer to buy.
We
Mark.
got bills to pay, man.
bills to pay. You got
All right,
kids.
let's see where we're at here. We're going at
How long does it take to get a 6-pack?
yeah. It depends how fat
I
you are.
love you, brother, but that's the most generic question I've ever heard.
It depends how fat you are. We really have no answer. I instruct clients to use mind muscles so they slow down and concentrate on the movement, still working on progressive overload, but really focus on feeling contraction. It's kind of what we just went through saying you should do. Know what you're moving. What's your all's opinion on the arm blasters? Those curved pieces that go across the chest and underneath the
Man,
back
I
ribs.
miss those things.
Those are awesome. We should get one for the fucking
Yeah,
gym,
I
man.
love the arm blasters. You know what? I saw Arnold, maybe Arnold or Mike Mentzer using one back in the day, and like, whatever that thing is, it's sexy.
Body Solid has those. We should just buy one. I'll just go up there and buy one at Fitness Factory.
But you know what? You know what? When you're doing the curl action, it's really up here where you really feel it. And I find like when I lift my elbows up a little bit and finish the contraction, that I feel a little bit better.
I forgot what it's like to curl since I started this boxing thing. I haven't done a fucking curl.
Yeah, no curling for you.
You look bigger in person, Mark. Yeah, cameras don't do me justice.
You know that's the thing. There's some people out there that say they're bigger in person, but you know when you are actually bigger in person, people tell you it a lot.
Yeah, heavy weights, high reps, is that optimal? Well, if it's heavy weights, you can't get high reps. That's the thing, or else it's not heavy to you.
No. It's if you can't. There is no heavy weight in high reps unless you're doing like 90% of your 1 rep max for 800 sets of 2, and that'll kill you.
Yeah, the Doug Miller to give you a date for redeeming your rewards points. Yeah, it's on his schedule. I know that Chad was working on that. What about rehabbing? Currently have L4, L5 disc herniation, can't lift too heavy without messing with sciatica and spine compression. See, that's a medical thing, dude. We're talking about people who aren't snapped the fuck up.
Yeah, I mean that. You know that's strictly medical. You got to do what you can do, whatever your body can do, and whatever is reasonable. And in those cases, I mean, it's like, you know.
What's a good age to start children on whey protein? Well, if you give children baby formula, there's whey protein in it.
Right.
So my kids been drinking whey since they were drinking out of a bottle.
I'll say this.
MTS whey.
You know, the first thing you need to do is teach your kids how to eat healthy and how to make good choices. Yeah, and then, you know, once they become a teen and they might be lifting a little bit, then, you know, you might need a little bit of supplementation. It's just protein, right?
Okay, I'm tired of trying to get my juice out. I want to answer this off of the black market. I'm going to you and Larry Wheel's source. This stuff is legit. It's not my source, dude. Those guys, Nick has already said he's going to retract that video. I don't, LWP Pharma or whatever. First of all, I can't believe Larry Wheels is backing these guys, especially at his level in his career. He shouldn't be doing that. These guys are selling steroids on Instagram. They're going to go to fucking jail. It is what it is. When I get, and Steve can vouch for this, when I get followed on Instagram, because I told Steve I'm going to do this, I go to the little heart button and I just press follow.
Right.
And I blindly do it. And I accidentally followed those guys back. So Nick did a video on this LWP Pharma, these scumbags, and he goes, oh, well, they're followed by such big names as blah, 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 and Mark Lobliner. I'm like, fuck.
Hey, I gotta tell you a story, man. I gotta tell you a story. It just happened like
I'm not, but let me just, for the record, I've never talked to these guys. They did send me, and I screenshotted this for Nick to put in his video, and I never replied. They sent me, hey, would you like to buy steroids, and a list. And I didn't even give them I didn't even give them a response. I mean, they're a bunch of scumbags because they're not doing anything medical. They're just trying to sell steroids to kids, man. Fuck them.
You know what? You guys have no idea how many scumbags there are on this industry. Most of you don't. Like today I'm on Facebook and across my feed comes some guy offering me Dianabol for like 20, 25 bucks. I'm like, how did this guy become my friend?
Yeah.
How did this guy become my friend on Facebook? Because like, I have, 15,000 followers on Instagram and 5,000 on Facebook.
Yeah.
And these guys pop up, and you can do your best to screen them, but they pop up. So, you know, when Nick, I respect Nick. I talk to Nick. I get along with Nick.
I wish you wouldn't have mentioned my fucking name because it's just some shit.
But man,
I don't need.
that's not cool
Bro,
at all because it's so easy to step in a pile of shit in this industry and not.
So fucked up. Nick should have cleared, like, do you know these guys? And I was kind of disappointed in Nick, and I DM'd him right away. And at the end of the day, dude, let's be real. Like, I am so honest with you guys about my shit. Like, I've told you about my medical history. I mean, I've opened it up. I was even honest with the internet about my wife and I being separated. Like, I am trying my best to be as transparent as possible. That's why I'm telling you guys, I don't know these fuckers. I don't like these fuckers. And I don't like what they're doing. And they're going to go to jail. And I can't believe that Stan Efferding and Larry Wheels are putting their name behind a fucking company that is soliciting steroid sales to kids. And that's exactly what they're doing. Because Nick is like 10 years old. Just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a fucked up situation. I was even dragged into this, especially after the whole fucking, won't even mention the name, that WFN thing. Like, that's bullshit too. Like, it's a whole bunch of bullshit. I did not want to be any part of this. I do not know these guys. I haven't spoken to these guys. They did message me once on Instagram. I'll gladly post that publicly. And it was just a list of fucking shit they're selling. And I ignored the fuck out of it. And I saved that message. I have it in my camera roll.
Man, if I had $1 for every time some douchebag try to solicit me,
Yeah, especially for sex.
I have a lot of dollars.
All right, man. We got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, we can.
Let's see. Will Halodrol lower my test once I get off it? Absolutely. It is very suppressive, and once you stop taking it, your body will still be not producing it. So I recommend you do not take Halodrol, and it is very, very harsh, very, very hepatotoxic. It is very bad for you. I can't overstate enough how bad these fucking these fucking oral steroids are for you. They're fucking terrible for your liver and your body, and you should not take them.
No, there's no reason for anybody to take them.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it. What is the right time for starting a supplement while bodybuilding from the start? Well, what's a supplement? I think everybody should take fish oil. I think everybody should take a multi. I think everybody should take a green supplement. So I think right now. Yeah, you want to try that?
Yeah. There we go. We're gonna stop
Dude,
digging
this
around.
is awesome.
There we go.
This is the shit right
We
here.
got a bang camera now.
Yeah.
The bang.
Is a good way to progressive overload when you can do 4 sets of 12, go up in weight? Yes. Yes, that's perfect. Then get 8 reps to when you can do 12 again, go up again.
You need some measuring stick of when to add weight. You need some kind of a guideline or system or rule.
Have you guys ever done blood flow restriction training, otherwise known as occlusion training? There's good research on it. I'm curious. It's great for injury rehab as far as growth and everything. I think it's just fucking kind of silly. I've done videos on it. I've done videos of me doing it. I like it because it creates a pump, but I don't think it adds any benefit to gains.
Not over the long run, man. Just some of this stuff just ain't worth it.
I do like being choked while orgasming, though.
I can vouch for that.
Yes.
People are gonna start. All the shit we say online, the shit we talk about this.
Yeah, you're a gay steroid creator.
You never take it seriously.
What is the best way to exercise with a knee injury? Depends what your knee injury is. If you have like a torn ACL, obviously it's different than if you have a contusion on your patella. You know, it's a completely different thing. So there's really no answer for that unless we know the degree of your knee injury. Like my daughter had a big bruise on her left knee that kept getting re-bruised during games, and all I could tell her is it's a bruise, keep fucking playing. But if she had a torn ACL, obviously we'd have to get it repaired.
Yeah, it all depends on the injury.
Pulled 405, no stress for birthday PR. Good job, JRG Fit. How's your throat, man? Last time you had been coughing. My throat's okay. I don't have a voice. And it's going to be a nice 6-hour drive home, and I'm going to enjoy every second of quiet. How's your boxing training going? We just did a video yesterday, a good video update. We might even be able to put it up tomorrow if Aaron gets it up in time. But man, I'm hitting some fucking combos. My footwork's getting better, and I think I'm going to really impress a lot of you guys and raise a lot of money for the Semper Fi Fund. But I've been training twice a day with boxing. I've been training probably 4 times a week with weights, and I've never trained this hard in my life. And I'm really confident that I'll bring something to the ring that you guys will be proud of. And if you're not proud of it, I don't really give a fuck because my kids are proud of me right now, and that's cool. Shout out to Rich Piana. Okay.
Beyond the grave.
What are the inches of your arms, Mark and Steve?
Mine are 17 and a half,
Mine are like 12.
and that's at 42% body fat if you watch experts on the internet.
Yeah, and I'm lean, but I'm on a bunch of steroids. Been seeing a lot of bone broth protein. Is it any good, better than whey isolate? No, I don't like bone broth protein at all. It's a keto thing. It's a CrossFit thing. It's just fucking
Like
drink
bone
whey.
broth can have some health benefits. I mean, there's worse things in.
Oh yeah, but I mean, if you're gonna,
for
I'd rather
protein,
have whey.
Yeah, for protein, yeah. I mean,
I'm partial.
it's just
to whey.
to me, it's just a gimmick to capitalize on all the.
CrossFitters. Well, the thing is, whey has the highest biological value. In my opinion, it's not even worth debating it anymore. We know what the best protein is. It's whey. I can't squat, and I'm shit, and I agree. I'm already making excuses. I've only squatted 210 kgs, only due to my
Look, come on, dude. Really, I've only squatted 210.
That's
Like
460
99% of people will never squat that. So,
I want to see that video.
oh yeah.
Hello from Houston. Shout outs to all my brothers and sisters in blue. Raphael,
What's up, Houston?
thanks for your domestic service.
What's up, Houston?
I have excuses, but I struggle bending my back because I have a military spin. I have no idea what a military spin is. Do you have one of those?
No, I don't have a military spin. I don't know what that is. That's something I must Google.
This is the guy who asked about the steroid source. I wasn't trying to put you down, man. I order your products and trust you. It's been dealing with shoulder issue for a while. I guess it's discouraging, trying to be positive, can't go heavy. I'm guessing the arms are 20-inch skin tight.
Yeah, we both have 22-inch arms.
24.
26.
Mine are probably 16, 17 after I haven't trained them in probably 3 months. What's up, Mark? When is the release of Swoley? Do you have any other supplements in the pipeline? I'm hoping Monday or Tuesday, but it's been a nightmare. It's in transit right now. If that makes you feel any better, it's on the road. We have a lot of products in the pipeline for a lot of different brands, and you'll just have to keep your eye open. It's going to be really epic times at MTS and Tiger Fitness.
Hi guys, what do you think about D-ball? We just covered that. Oral steroids, no.
I don't like oral steroids. I never have, even when I competed, even when I was competing and supplementing a little bit extra, I never went the oral route. It wasn't my thing. I love oral sacs, but I don't like oral steroids. He can vouch for that. Mark, make a horchata flavored whey. Man, even Mexicans wouldn't drink that shit. That would be so nasty.
Man, there's a lot of,
That'd be nasty, dude. I grew up in Inglewood. I still would not fucking make a horchata whey.
I'd rather have a tortillo and nacho cheese flavored whey than. So my right arm is killing me.
With back and by, it's the tendon. I can't quit. What can I do?
That's called elbow tendonitis.
Tennis elbow, whatever you want to
You
call
know
it.
what?
I have it really bad right now from boxing. Really fucking bad.
I think I've made like 1,000 videos on elbow tendonitis. Kick back on your arm volume for a long time.
Yes.
Drop the arm volume. Use straps on your back work so you're not death gripping everything. Just relax a little bit, and that'll help a little bit.
D-Bowl, keep away, man. Way too much water, you go puffy. Here's the thing, guys. Don't think about how it makes you look. Don't think about being puffy. Think about the actual hepatotoxicity and the toxic effects it has on your body.
Can I get 37-inch arms shredded naturally? Yes, if you inject a lot of synthol.
I think we've seen that happen to those Brazilian
Yeah,
guys.
they're rocking it.
Lacey needs a raise. Had a shipping issue with an order, and she took care of it right away and got it resolved. I know she's right next to your office to go show her some love. I'm not showing her love because
Hey, come here. That was her. Get your butt in here. There she is right there. She's on there.
and Lacey, I am not showing you love because HR is here today. And there's no love showing whatsoever.
Oh, yeah.
In fact,
we're getting trolled by employees.
Thoughts on trying to lift heavy in your 40s and 50s and impact will have on your joints in your 60s and 70s?
Heavy. I'm 50, going on 51. There's a difference between heavy and heavy. Heavy is 400-pound bench, 700-pound deadlift. Heavy, 225, 275-pound bench, 315 squat for reps. You'll be fine. Just listen to your body.
Mark, come on, man. Good food. You don't need whey as a young adult, teenager. Test levels high enough. I didn't know.
You don't need anything.
You don't need whey.
You don't need.
Nobody said you need whey.
No one said you need whey.
But you need to get enough protein.
I'm so over that art. I'm so over that.
We got triggered.
I'm triggered. I'm fucking triggered, bitches.
Oh shit!
I'm so over that that's just.
What does the fucking test level have to do with protein intake? Here's the deal, guys. All whey protein is all this motherfucker.
It's protein.
It's fucking ice cream flavored. This is ice cream flavored chicken. It's fucking protein. There's nothing special. It's not a testosterone booster. It's not a fat burner. It's fucking protein. It's liquid fucking chicken. We're not making any extravagant claims about it. It has higher biological value.
Mark, you know what? You don't need any more than 150 grams of protein. You know what? I want to eat more protein because I'm hungry. Mark, you know what? You don't need this, that, or the other thing after post-workout. So therefore, I'm not going to eat for 5 hours after I lift just to prove a point.
It's not about needing. It's about it's about optimal too. There's plenty of data showing that post-workout whey protein consumption is beneficial. So yeah, I don't need a lot of things. You know what else I don't need? I don't need to get punched in the face for charity, but I'm doing it on June 30th and July 20th.
Oh, the anti-supplement stuff just gets so obnoxious.
Oh, but he's sticking up for the kids, man. He's sticking up for the kids. Holy shit. There's a lot of fucking questions.
Let's just stand here all day, Mark.
I'm cool with that. I don't have to go anywhere. What should be the diet for leucine, isoleucine, and valine? It's found in protein.
Oh, what plant was that from?
I don't know, but he misspelled every amino acid really badly. Thoughts on the safety squat bar, advantages and disadvantages? Powerlifter over here?
It's better on the shoulders. That's the advantages. Definitely better on the shoulders. If you're a big boy, you probably might want to consider using it. You know what? I've used one. And I didn't like how it felt on my mid
I never
backs.
liked them. My daughter loves them. Cammy loves safety
All I'll
squat.
say is, you know what? When it comes to little bars like that, you got to play around yourself. The one thing I'll tell you is don't go on there and go heavy with a new bar or piece of equipment.
No, it will mess you up. But one thing I like about the safety squat bar is it kind of simulates almost a front squat type activity.
Right.
And a lot of people lack, like me, I lack the wrist mobility to really get a good form and engagement. I don't like crossing my arms. One way to get around that is straps, but I do like that for, I like it, but I would rather see, honestly though, like just put a barbell across your back and have at it, bro.
Yeah. No need to get fancy unless there's a real good reason for it.
I'm old school like that, man.
Keep
I'm
it
old
simple.
school.
Just keep it simple.
Ice
Don't
cream
overthink.
sandwich is the best. Yes, and it's
Yes, it
20%
is.
off this week. Code is ice cream 20. Is it a good idea to get honey on my own from a beehive naked so the honeybees bite me and I get swole physique? Okay,
Yep.
that's,
Thank
God,
you.
these guys' jokes are not on today, are they?
Not that's weak. Come on, come with
Just
the
started
ball
using
game.
MTS products, man. Honestly, the best I've ever tried. Whey, machine filling greens, and Clash Ruckus and that. Wow, he bought the stack.
Thank you for your support.
Are you going to collab with Alan Roberts at Real Weights for Real Heroes, July 20th and 21st, Babylon, New York?
Our
We will-
life is a collab.
We are one big
We
collaboration.
don't really collab anymore.
Nobody cares. Do you experience any tendon side effects from prednisone? Actually, yes. Prednisone makes your tendons feel amazing. So I actually, funny thing, I had an infection, like my vocal cords were swollen after a trade show, right? Took prednisone, and I went to the gym the next day, and it was the first time I squatted with no pain. It was amazing. Prednisone, but it's the anti-steroid, it's anti-inflammatory. What is the guideline to add weight? I'm doing 13 reps on my first set. Why 13? 8 on my fourth.
Arbitrary numbers.
Yeah, I mean,
There is no guideline. The guideline is what you make up as a guideline. If you're doing 13 reps on your first set and 8 on the second, the guideline could be when I hit 10 reps on the second, when I hit 11 reps on the second, when I hit 12 reps on the second, when I hit 13 on the second.
Yeah.
It can be whatever you want. Whatever
yeah,
you
your
want.
muscle can't count. They're bad at math.
Whatever you want.
Is the TFHQ gym back open to the public
Oh,
again?
yeah.
It is.
We're up
9
there
to
making
5.
gains.
9 to 5, Monday through Friday. And it's free. What is your 1RM on the big three? I have no idea, dude. I've been boxing for the last 9 weeks. I don't even know what the fuck I do. I don't even lift.
I haven't deadlifted in 6 months. Don't tell my mom.
So when are you guys coming to the UK, Reese?
You were just in the UK.
Fuck
Yo!
you. Fuck you, Reese. I just flew overnight to go there for
Yo.
2 days. Yeah, I'll be back when our way gets there, which is probably about 5 weeks.
The Tiger Fitness is sending me to UK for de-stress week.
You need de-stress. Can't wait to try that new ice cream sandwich protein shake. It's not really new, but it's new to you, so try it. Are you planning on ever joining ISIS, Mark? I don't think they're good with Jews. I don't think they like Jews. Maybe they'll make an exception.
We've talked about this, but it's not really good.
They denied
career
my
path.
application.
It's not a good career trajectory.
It's almost as hard as getting into the Tiger Fitness affiliate program.
Yeah. I only do leg press, okay?
That's awesome.
Thank
Congratulations.
you. Get really strong on it.
Just sent you a message, Mark, but it's relating to military spin and squaring. I find it very difficult.
Spin.
What's up, everyone? Just got back from my morning cardio, heading back for weights later. Okay.
Cool.
My arms just won't grow. Welcome to the fucking club.
You know what? Everybody thinks my arms are like 20 inches and there's just 17. I wish my arms would grow too.
I'm 385 pounds. Should I use pre-workout? It
What-
depends. Do you have high blood pressure or hypertension? Is 40-40-20 the best macros?
Dude, I'm gonna give you some tough love
He's
from an
really fat.
346
He's fat as
pound guy.
fuck.
I was 346. The best macros for you are it doesn't fucking matter. The best macros for you are to lose weight so you don't die at age 50.
Clean up your diet.
And that's a God's honest truth. Don't worry about that. Get your protein intake in, get a reasonable amount of healthy fats, and lose weight so you don't die.
Yeah, at the end of the day, when you're that fat, you didn't get that fat eating chicken and rice. Clean up your diet, get rid of the fast food, the junk food, and that'll take care of the rest, I think. It'll get you down to an appreciable weight.
Lose
Then you
that
can-
weight, don't worry about macros.
Then you can look at the semantics. But clean up your diet. Stop eating fast food and shit, because I know you didn't get there eating fucking healthy foods. Mark, your knowledge is admirable. Hope to emulate your impact on the industry. What would you recommend studying to better understand nutrition, supplements, and biochemistry?
Read everything, study everything with a critical eye. That's a good base.
Yeah, you don't need to go to school for that. Does creatine cause bloating? No, according to data, it does not. I've read conflicting opinions. Opinions is key. You're not reading research.
Opinions, no.
Some people say it's great and lean. Some people, the thing is, bloating, but what's bloating? It's not fat. Like
You know, like
creatine is non-caloric, so you can't gain fat.
70% of the opinions I see, and this, I'm not being a smartass here, but 70% of the opinions I see are founded off some kind of nonsense that came from
Bro,
Planet
bullshit.
X in the solar system reptile or some shit.
At what age do most people peak strength and physique wise? I'd say mid 30s if you keep up with it. The thing is, most people don't maintain a strength and conditioning program for longer than 2 years, I found.
Yeah.
It's consistency. If you're consistent and you train from your 20s on, I think mid 30s would be a good way to, like early to mid 30s would be.
30 to 35, and if you're lucky enough to stay healthy, you can push that up into your 45s, but it takes a lot of good luck.
One of Ramadan and how to train during this month. I have a video on that. Just go back about 3 days. We actually launched it, I believe, last Wednesday.
Yeah, it was just like maybe
Ramadan.
a week ago.
Yeah, it's up there, but we have a video on that. One more question, then we have to actually work today.
Yep, we have to work.
Let's go down. These are kind of weak. We usually answer everything, but Steve, glad you finally called out the girls who just want to show off their ass. Steve, you can end with this.
Thank you. Let's end with butts, because butt is the end. You know what?
I like buzz.
We all see it come across our Instagram feed and our social media feed, and sticking your ass, I said, sticking your ass in the camera is not fitness. It's just not fitness. It has nothing to do with fitness. And you know what? I want to see motivation. I want to see dedication. I want to see women training hard. And when women take fitness from that level and just stick their ass in the camera for views and likes, that's not a part of the world I live in. I want to see women motivate other women to lose weight and stay healthy without sticking their ass in the face of every man that tries to run that's it.
I would like to add to that, and then we'll end that. Steve and I both have daughters, okay? And I think our perspective on life, at least mine did, and I'll speak for Steve a little bit, changes when you have a daughter. And I think you start to look at, you stop the whole like male chauvinism shit, and you think about things. When you look at something, you say, if that was my daughter doing that, how would I feel? And as someone who's trying to raise a strong, independent, and proud young woman, to see women objectify themselves simply to get a couple thumbs ups and likes and follows on Instagram is disheartening. And it just kind of almost makes me a little bit nauseous, because I'm like, okay, that's somebody's daughter. And if that was my daughter, it would make me a little bit sick. I also think that women are better than that. Women don't need to objectify themselves. I've yet to see a woman take a face-on selfie. They're always standing there with their ass 10 feet in front right there, and then it's like this. That looks great, actually.
It does.
But sorry about it, my ass was in your face.
I almost touched it.
So that's where I'm at. As you guys who follow me on Instagram, I have 2 sons, and I love them to pieces. But there's a bond between a father and a daughter that is so far beyond anything you can even explain. And my daughter, I'm getting goosepimples talking about it. My daughter's my best friend, and my daughter's somebody I protect. My daughter's something, somebody that I absolutely shelter in my own way without over sheltering. So to see that happening just makes me kind of think about, what if my daughter did that? And it makes me a little bit sick. Now I'm a man, and I like seeing attractive women do things, but it's so thirsty, it's so desperate.
And you know what? The last word on this is, I want to see people succeed. We want to see people succeed here at Tiger Fitness. So when I talk about women sticking their ass in the camera, it's not just, it's just not to beat a drum and get likes and get attention and draw attention to myself. I want to see people succeed. And if you want to grow a base, if you want to grow a real following, if you want it doesn't, that's not the way to do it. That's just not the way to do it. That's not the way to succeed. That's just trash.
Completely. So that's that, guys. We will be back every Tuesday and Thursday. I'm not sure who's doing it next week, but it just depends. Steve will take it. I'll take it. We'll take it together. One more time, 20% off ice cream sandwich MTS way this week only. Coupon code is ice cream 20, both 2 pound and 5 pound. On 5 pounder, you save $11. Thanks for watching, guys. That's not a game.